Hi guys, and welcome back to Crypto Chester. My name is Chester, and today I'm going to be walking you through the crypto markets. First things first, I'm going to be talking about Bitcoin here on the short-term time frame. Then we're going to be hitting up the mid-term time frame because it's going absolutely mental right now. And then we're going to be going to the long-term time frame. And then once we're done with that, guys, we're going to hit a bit of Bitcoin dominance, a bit of fear and greed index, a bit of my favorite charts on crypto quant, and then we're going to be doing my 3 altcoins of the day, guys. It's the 3 altcoins that I've chosen to showcase to you today, and that is, we've got a bit of Theta, we've got a bit of crypto.com, and also AR as well. And first things first, let me just say, apologies about what we experienced a minute ago. Pretty awful, pretty annoying. It's just life of a streamer, right? Hopefully the mic is working good now. Actually looks like it's working a lot better than it normally works. So yeah, it's positive, right? In terms of, I think the sound's like coming through really loud now. So yeah, hopefully it's not too piercing for your guys' ears. Yes, thank you very much for letting me know in the chat, guys. Audio is back, and we here to stay today. We're here to stay. We've got Joe Hart in the chat. We've got Simon. We've got I Simply Ann saying, smash that like button on the way in, family. CC gang out here. And we've got Hey You as well. We've got Nathan in the chat, Tom, and I Simply Ann and Joe Hart, and Nathan and Simon and Hey You again. Amazing stuff. Thank you ever so much for coming back to the stream, guys. Crystal clear. Very good stuff indeed. Hello, Mr. Chester, says Jermaine. Nice to see you on the stream then, Mr. Good Sir. But without further ado, let's get straight. Well, we got like targets. We got 45 like targets set by Phoenix, 75 like targets set by LR, and 150 likes set by NX. Now everyone's saying the volume is perfect. The volume is perfect, my good sir. I did actually listen to myself back a minute ago. I think I might turn the music up a little bit, guys, just to I feel like you have to have me like full volume to even hear the music, so it's a bit bad for you, but Rich, I love that. Chester's got the mute button too close to the BTC pump button. Brilliant stuff. Right, guys, without further ado, let's 10 likes already, guys, unreal. So let's get straight into Bitcoin, because this is unreal. This is pretty good stuff coming through here. What I want to say is amazing. The reason for this is, guys, got into a very nice long position on this breakout scenario. Waited till we cleared a lot of these highs here. Got into a lovely long position. First take profit was a 62,456. And then what do we do when we hit our first take profit, guys? We basically take our little stop loss, which on the smaller term time frame would have been just a little bit lower than here, around this below the 10 simple, and also the 21 moving average as well. And then basically we hit our first take profit in quite a very aggressive move. So we take our stop loss, we move our stop loss to our entry point, and now any reversal that we do get, yes, we're going to get stopped out at entry. Hello, not bad, because we're already taking profit all the way up. That was a bit strange. Jump straight back to that time frame. And now basically we're just riding that wave up, guys. We're just riding that wave up. Take profit hit, second take profit hit, going for the third take profit at 63,595. To be completely honest with you guys, this is happening very, very fast, right? Really fast, really quite manipulated right now. And as you can see here, guys, what I want to say is, right now on this 15-minute candle, we're seeing the volume actually dip down quite a bit. So I know everyone's like, oh my god, we're going to all-time highs right now. We're probably not, right? We're probably not. As you can see, guys, this when you see volume like this is the smart money coming in. This is the big dogs, the big whales of the pond, the whales of the sea coming through and basically manipulating the price, banging it right up, right? So now we're going to see volume probably dip down quite a bit. Volume's going to slowly start dipping down, and then these all this volume coming through here now is not going to be it's not going to be the big dogs. It's not going to be a lot of money. It's going to be the dumb money coming through, guys. And that's going to be the retail people, like me, like yourself, probably getting in. So if we are going to see any sort of rejection here for Bitcoin, it probably is going to be around this 63,595 area. But hey, it's not the end of the world. We've already taken profit twice. As you can see, yeah, volume is dipping down quite significantly. And when this happens, guys, we're basing now it's going to be the retail people that are going to be powering this. Probably a bit of FOMO coming through there as well. In terms of what's actually happening towards the other altcoins, we're actually seeing quite a nice pump. Ethereum's doing pretty well, actually. On 4,444, funnily enough. So yeah, it's pretty good as well. And I see people requesting stuff in the chat there, guys. We will get to the altcoin request part of the show. I just got to get through Bitcoin, get through the altcoins of the day, and then we'll get to that. So stay tuned, stay ready, and get ready to spam the chat with your altcoin requests when I get to it, right? Moving on to Bitcoin here on the, I will just try and smash through this quite quickly because I know I've kept you a bit this morning with my audio problems. But yeah, I'm going through to Bitcoin here on on the midterm here, very interesting stuff actually, just because obviously this Garn fan chart pattern from the all-time high that we have been looking at in terms of levels of support, in terms of levels of resistance here. You can see the support that we have formed in the zone. Very, very, very good indeed. Now, this was the target. This was the Garn fan target. If you look at the video description, I actually wrote a target for the Garn fan here, literally before we started the stream, around this sort of area. I said, look guys, this is going to be the target at the halfway point. And now, you know what we say about when we hit this halfway point? You know what we say when we hit the halfway point with the Fibonacci as well, guys? It usually means trend reversal. And when I say trend reversal, it usually means we're probably going to come up and invalidate a lot of these lower highs, right? And that basically means a hell of a lot of bullish momentum to the upside. Pretty good stuff indeed. Very nice indeed to be seeing here. But what I want here, this is what you want. This is what you want. You want a nice big candle close around this zone. But obviously the volume's just gone absolutely mental right now. Hopefully we don't see any sort of sell-off, bringing us down below this Garn fan halfway point. If we do, then we're probably going to see a bit more progression to the downside, and we're probably going to end up going skr sideways down the lower side of this fan, lower side of this trend line on this fan for quite a while. Just basically coming down from 63k all the way down to 62k, that sort of area. Which, to be honest, speaking for myself here, but I'm pretty bored of going sideways. I'm pretty bored of it, right? Pretty bored of it. So yeah, hopefully we can actually see nice 4-hour candle close above this Garn fan, and then we can see another challenge to the upside here, going for that third way point on the Garn fan as well. That's going to be very good to see if we can get that. In terms of a price target for that, I'm going to be looking at around 63,236 there. And to be honest, I wouldn't say 63,236. It's very no. That's what I was thinking. I was like, what? That's not very far at all. Like, down the road. 64,189 there. So yeah, that's definitely a point to be looking out for there, guys, for the future in terms of resistance. But what I would say is we do need to get a nice candle close above this halfway point, and that basically, as I said, it initiates sort of a trend reversal for us there, which is pretty progressive in terms of bullish momentum. Now, in terms of positivity, looking at the RSI right now, we were talking about this area, this range that we were actually pretty stuck in yesterday, and I did say yesterday, guys, we're likely to probably just bounce around in this area for a bit while the price of Bitcoin actually chills out, because at the end of the day, guys, we're very bullish right now. Everyone's pretty goddamn bullish right now, just because the uptrend on the bigger term time frames is bloody attractive. Bloody attractive. So yeah, it's looking very bullish. So yeah, we do need some scenarios like this actually playing out like sideways motion, which is what we did see yesterday. But what I do want to say here, guys, now we have actually seen a nice spike to the upside. Hopefully we can actually hold this as a level of support. If we can hold that as a level of support, I know my big head's in the way, right? Sorry. I know if we can hold this as a level of support, it's going to be a lot more progressive to the upside, and we are going to be above that 60 level on the RSI. Interesting stuff there as well. Interesting stuff there as well. So yeah, we could actually see momentum to the upside there, guys, but we just need to take into consideration this is actually a pretty big level of support, right? If just not for the biggest pumps in the world, but for nice little pullbacks and nice little bounce points to be basically thinking about there. So if we are going to see any sort of scenarios coming through there, we're likely to actually, well, we've seen us bang out from this zone, but in terms of aggressive pumps right now, it's going to be tricky. It's going to be tricky because there is support on this zone, but the support is not as congruent as this lower side trend line, right? It's not as congruent. So just be prepared, guys. With the volume dipping down now, we could actually see the RSI chilling out a bit, and then us coming back into this sort of the range that I was just talking about. If that is going to happen there, we're probably just going to be scaring it around yet again for another day. But yeah, it's very nice to see a big pump there for the old BTC coming through. But yeah, let's move on to, this was obviously the falling wedge chart pattern that we were talking about, guys. The measure move for this was around something along the lines of that. Didn't quite get there, but hello, look at that. Measure move completion, very nice on the retest. And sometimes, guys, you do have to be very patient for these trades to come through there. Nice entry there, banging it up. In terms of percentages for this trade, you're still looking at around a very nice 6% there. Really, really good stuff indeed. The Salangio, if that's how you say it. What the hell is going on with ADA? How hard is it to break a single top? To be honest with you, ADA is just asleep, and I think it's the whole thing with the smart contracts like a few months back. The FOMO that jumped into ADA, and it's just, we're just chilling. It's just like, meh, I can't be bothered to move. I'm not doing nothing. It's basically what's happening now with it. I would say maybe some sort of head and shoulders chart pattern coming through right now. Inverted head and shoulders, sorry. If that is going to happen, then I know these only happen 30% of the time, guys. Not very reliable. But yeah, if that is going to happen, we could be looking at price targets of all-time highs there. As we know we've got this Garn fan coming down pretty the closer that we get here, the harder it is going to be break in terms of resistance. But yeah, I'm going to be moving on to the longer term time frame here for Bitcoin, because the volume profile visible range coming through here, as you can see, we did actually write this on my my description of the video as well. We've actually got a very strong point coming through here from around 62,000 to around 60k there. So yeah, very strong in terms of momentum to the upside. It's really not looking too bad, and now we've actually cleared that there. So the level of support that we can be looking for is 62,369. Maybe we pull back for that. ADA is a stable coin. Oh, brilliant. Yeah, ADA does need to get back above $2. Yes, definitely does. I'm just gonna have some vitamin water, and then we're gonna carry on. It looks very strange in the green screen though. Luffy H7, I will check FTM for you. Just let me get through all this stuff first. Yeah, definitely a point to watch on terms of the visible the volume profile visible range there, guys, in terms of a level of support to be looking out for. That's what I would be looking for there. My mic seems to be really like maxing out quite a lot. I don't know if I've really changed something about it, but it seems to be working like insanely better than usual. So maybe it was a bit of a blessing in disguise from this morning, right? So yeah, let's zoom out here on the daily. Let's get rid of the volume visible profile range, because it's a bit annoying sometimes how it changes. Very annoying. Dot breaking out to 7. Maybe. We can have a little look at Dot potentially later. I really just get through this, and then we can just do like loads of altcoins, guys. So yeah, Bitcoin at this point in time, guys, huge pump to the upside. We're looking at changing the bull market barrier. Has actually changed blue now, which is very progressive. Very good indeed. I would be looking for a nice daily candle close above this previous lower high here. Really, in terms of a price target to get over there, it's gonna be hard, but hopefully we can get over 63,750 there. That's what we're really going for. That's the ideal sort of scenario there. Hopefully we can get above that. If we can get above that candle body close, then I would definitely say, guys, there's a lot more momentum to the upside, and we could be looking at testing all-time highs there. And then obviously the bull market barrier is blue from that point, guys, and we know when the bull market barrier is blue, it's looking very progressive for a bull market, right? As you can see, the last time that we were congruently blue like so, we saw the bull market coming through, guys. If you guys did want this indicator as well, if you just go to your indicators tab and search bull market barrier by Firefly TA, and it's basically an indicator for free, and it tells you when we're in a bull market, when we're in a bear market, right? Very good tool as well there. So yeah, as you can see, guys, we're very close to actually changing this solidly blue. We're pretty undecided at this point in time, but when we get this solidly blue, probably breaking this all-time high level again, and that's gonna be around 67,000. If we could break that and see a nice bit of momentum to the upside, then hello, this is gonna be blue, and then we can see huge gains to the upside. That's sort of the ideal scenario that we are looking for here. In terms of chart patterns, what we can see here, we've obviously got a very dominant trend line coming through, and that's going to be sat around 80,000, 81,000 to be looking out for in terms of resistance for the future there. But what I would say here, we do have a rising wedge chart pattern, not quite ascending triangle there, guys, just because we did see this trend line actually, it's not actually horizontal, unfortunately. It is an upward sloping trend line there, so it does actually create a rising wedge chart pattern. These tend to usually break to the downside, guys, but with the state of crypto at this point in time, I would say we're more likely to be breaking to the upside, so that's definitely a breakout scenario to be looking out for there. In terms of percentages, in terms of price predictions here, it's gonna be ambitious, guys. This isn't gonna be happening overnight unless Elon invests all of his net worth into Bitcoin. But yeah, so obviously it's going to be around a 36.64% gain in terms of a breakout to the upside, guys. We're going to be having resistance points all the way up. We know that. We're going to be having reversals. We're going to be having all-time high rules are going to be taking into force here. So there's a couple of things we do need to take into consideration. Once we hit all-time highs, 80% of the time, guys, we usually retrace back to previous all-time highs. So we want to be staggering take profits all the way up through that zone and planning for any sort of reversal coming through there. But yeah, in terms of breaking that price, in terms of an entry point, it would be just about all-time high levels to be getting over. We can see the nice momentum around 67,000. That's what I'm going to be looking at for an entry for that, and it's going to be a very big long, guys. It's not going to be small. It's going to be 36.53% on a spot trade, right? On a spot trade, not leverage position. If you are going to be leveraging that, That's paper. That's cold hard cash. You know why we're here, guys. We're here to make money. It's as simple as that. Let me have a little look at the chat coming through there. We've got Hey, you says just staking my ADA. It's not doing much. The ADA is really not too great. Add some salt and sugar up your mineral levels. Bit of potassium will sort you out, says Nick. Is this the new feed? Am I watching the right one? Please wink to tell, says Chart Me. There we go. Probably just got a screenshot of that and you're going to put it in a meme or something. Drinking already, Chester? Yeah, I'm on the vodka orange. Absolutely not. Rodrigo, nice to see you on the stream. That's up, Chester. Good morning, brother. Good morning to you. Ali Al Shamari. Shamari? Cool name, man. Crypto market cap all-time high. I think it's now 2.71. What? Let's have a little look at that shortly. Because I do want to... I do like... That's obviously the Bitcoin dominance. I do like the total market cap coming through there. Yeah, we did just tap all-time highs there. Really cool stuff. Amazing stuff there. Chester, when price moves to all-time highs, where do you take profit? It's a bit of a gray area there, Seven, because you can be reversing at any time, and that's when you really want to be dropping down to the shorter term time frames, because obviously the trends are a lot smaller, and when you start seeing congruent reversals, so say you start invalidating, let's just do it. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. What I'm doing. So yeah, let's jumping down to like say oh, not that. Say the 5 minute there for you Seven. It's say we're breaking all-time highs here, right? When we start to see us actually curl over and invalidating any, just like the basic, just invalidating any really low any higher lows there, then I would be taking profit just in case just because that is a key reversal sort of sign there. So yeah, that's what I'd just be going on the lower highs and higher lows across the shorter term time frames, and then taking average of all of them and whereabouts they're at, right? But as I said, when you're at all-time highs there, you just want to be... That's the sort of time where you're just sat on the fence like, all-time highs, we could be coming down at any point. I don't want to be greedy. I don't want to be greedy here thinking that we're just going to keep going up, because we're not going to keep going up. But I want to be safe, and I want to not give up too much of my profit. So when you hit those higher lows there, when you start invalidating those higher lows there and setting those lower highs, you could literally be like, right, okay, I'm going to take 25% there. I'm still banking that profit. Okay, and then if you do see reversals coming through that, you're like, hey, I'm still got 75% in, but then if you start coming down again, start invalidating another higher low, and you don't see the congruent bounce point, you take another 25%, right? You're just staggering it, trailing it, okay? That's pretty much what I do there. Ethereum all-time high, says Fergan. We'll have a little look at Ethereum shortly. Should we let's just smash through my altcoins, and then let's smash through my altcoins of the day, and then we're just going to get to all the juicy requests coming through, because I can see you guys are itching. You guys are itching for some altcoin requests. So let me that's pretty much Bitcoin sort of summed up right on the daily, I would say. We've got a bit of the WOD machine coming through there. We are above all major moving averages, looking pretty progressive. We're actually above the volume weighted ATR band as well, and we bounced off it very, very attractively twice. And guys, the last time that we did bounce off this perfectly was when we started this insane run to the upside here on the daily. So yeah, it's looking actually very, very, very progressive to the upside. In terms of having the momentum to the upside continue, right? So yeah, I would be looking at as I said, daily candle close above 63,751. If we can get that amazing stuff, price targets will be all-time highs from there. I do want to look at the monthly chart ever so quickly, just because I was looking at this yesterday actually, and I was thinking, wow, it's actually looking really bullish. I would say it's looking really bullish. I would say it's very nice uptrend. You can see the correctionary phases coming through there. Very nice pullback, nice higher low getting confirmed there, and then you're just taking stabs at all-time highs there again. So yeah, I would actually be looking for, there's going to be a humongous breakout here, guys. When I say humongous breakout, I mean, I don't know why my mouse is sticking now. I'm really having a bad technical day here in terms of my PC, really bad. But yeah, in terms of a breakout scenario, we could be looking at around $80,000 there. From there, guys, we could really actually bang it. It sounds quite ambitious, but we could really actually bang it, because you can see the momentum from this previous uptrend here. Nice little pullback. The momentum doesn't usually stay the same as what we have seen here. We usually probably get probably half or 2/3 of that momentum come back before we start slowing down again, and that's obviously going to bring the price up to like 100,000, 200,000, insane prices. Obviously, guys, this is speculatively speaking over the next few years or so. This is not just going to be overnight, right? This is a monthly chart. So, yeah, just in terms of referencing a nice healthy uptrend, this looks really quite good there. Simon in the chat is saying, smash the like button. It helps pump Bitcoin. To pump Bitcoin, smash the like button, guys. Now, the like target, obviously, I do appreciate your likes coming through. Does help the stream out and help the YouTube channel out tremendously. And, guys, for you guys who are invested in the stats of the subscriber count here, we're on 1,900 subs. Yeah, we hit this yesterday. Amazing stuff there. Really cool. Do appreciate you coming through. Next target, we're on the road to 2K. Amazing stuff there. Now, let's get through to, obviously, total market cap coming through. I want to talk about Bitcoin dominance ever so quickly, because that's just banged it up. No, that's not good. That's not good, guys. We know what happens when Bitcoin dominance bangs it up. People are moving their money from the altcoins into Bitcoin. So we actually want to see us reverse here coming through off this 21. And to be honest, after Bitcoin banging up like so, I want to jump down to my swing chart ever so quickly just to see my altcoin of the day had its breakout. Amazing. Before I got to showcase it. Yeah, so Bitcoin's up like 4%. All the other altcoins aren't really performing as well as I'd like them to. But now that we haven't actually seen them falter too much. And if we are referencing the Bitcoin dominance in having a continuation of this downtrend that we are seeing here, guys, then obviously we're going to see this becoming down here. And that's obviously meaning we're going to see the altcoins have some pumps today. Hopefully that's going to be the scenario that we are looking for there. But yeah, pretty much Bitcoin dominance covered there. I want to talk about all exchanges reserve here, guys. This is where people have moved their money from the exchanges into like private wallets, like Trust wallets and MetaMask and stuff like that, right? So we were talking about how low this was last week. How low this was. We did see a bit of a spike up as we did see Bitcoin start to trend down from the all-time high. But what have we seen today? We've actually seen a lower point get reached here on the All Exchanges Reserve. And this basically, as I was just saying there, people are moving their money from the exchanges into their wallets. And that's very bullish, because that basically means they're not trading it. They're hodling it. They think we're just going to hodl it to the goddamn moon. And for Bitcoin to be doing that on a chart like that, it's a pretty crazy stuff, right? Pretty crazy, considering we're just trending down in that sense there. So obviously it's a very bullish sign there for Bitcoin in general. What I would say here, we've obviously got all exchanges estimated leverage ratio. This is basically how many people are in leverage positions across the board, across the whole, all of the exchanges, all the main exchanges coming through. Then you can see we're really quite high, and when we're really quite high, guys, the whales are watching. They're like, okay, there's a lot of positions open. Let's see who we can liquidate, and it basically means there's more chance of manipulation, because they want your money. They wanna wreck you, right? They do want to wreck you. That's pretty much it in terms of information. Obviously, open interest is very high, and that's just a reflection of the leverage positions as well. There, I'd say funding rate. What is funding rates actually? That obviously means how many people are in long positions. That's actually had a little bit of a pump up today. It did have a pump up before we actually saw this insane pump to the upside there. So which is quite interesting. It's quite interesting. It's pretty bullish. It's pretty bullish if this is going up, guys. But yeah, obviously it's going to be costing more to have your longs open there. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how that does plan out. But yeah, fear and greed index, guys, still above 70, still chilling. Down 1 from yesterday, nothing too crazy. Still pretty goddamn greedy, right? And to be honest, with the state of the markets, with the state of how bullish everything looks, I don't blame everyone, right? I don't blame everyone. Everyone's pretty greedy. But we just need to remember that the whales do have this information as well. Let me move on. I'm going to have some vitamin water, and we're going to be getting through to my altcoins today, guys. This is 3 altcoins that I have chosen to showcase to you today, and they are Theta. What are the other ones? We've got Theta, we've got Crypto.com, and a bit of AR as well there. Amazing stuff there. Moneymaker says, hey Chester, have you got any ideas about Atom? We could maybe do some TA on Atom. We'll have a little look. Sloth bag. My liquidation price is 20k. They can try. Hopefully they won't succeed. That'll go to 20k. Love that, hey you. So yeah, let's get through to my altcoins of the day, guys. Get rid of the music for a second. Right, we'll start off on the daily coming through here. My first altcoin of the day that I've chosen to showcase to you today is going to be a bit of AR coming through there, a bit of AR coming through there. And the reason why I've chosen to showcase this to you guys, there's humongous breakout scenarios coming through here. You can see we've got a symmetrical triangle chart pattern at the top of a big uptrend coming through on the daily. And we know what that means. It's a bullish pennant chart pattern, which usually means continuation to the upside. So there's definitely a humongous breakout scenario. We're on the cusp of a breakout coming through here, and this isn't going to be small. This really isn't going to be small. This is going to be a big, big percentage, guys. In terms of a measure move for this trade, we could be looking at something along the lines of this. And guys, this is a non-greedy measure move. I know a lot of other people, they're doing measure moves like this. It's just far too ambitious for my liking. I like the smaller measure moves, make 10 times more money, 10 times more reliability. So yeah, we can weigh up that one as well, right? Why not? Just to see how greedy it really is. But yeah, in terms of the measure move that I'm going for here, it's going to be around a 23.8% gain there. Pretty crazy stuff. And this could really be happening on this breakout scenario coming through today. I mean, to be honest with you, let's put that to the side for a second there, just because you can see we do obviously have this very, very, very strong resistance point to the top side here. You can see we have bounced off this multiple times here. Now, we are actually breaking this to the upside, but what I want to say here is we just need to be cautious because there is a very visible trap zone that is it's there, guys. You can see we wick up to this zone in the space of a day and then basically get bombarded, cascaded, base camp jump off of the Grand Canyon there from that top side there. So this is basically a trap zone that we need to be wary of. We're not going to be entering any sort of position until we clear this zone. Obviously, nothing that says financial advice. Please do not enter any trades that I'm saying on this stream. I just recommend you doing your own technical analysis research first. So in terms of a breakout scenario, in terms of profit that we are looking for, it's going to be around a 12.8% there, not quite a 24.35, just because this is called a trap zone for a reason, guys. I mean, to be honest, if you were itching for a position, it's really not the end of the world if you did want it long inside of this zone, but I really would be staggering a lot more take profits there because you're likely to get reversed here. You can see the reversals from this zone. It's very, very dominant indeed. But yeah, this is the breakout scenario I would be looking for there for AR, and that's why it's claimed my altcoin of the day. That's why it's claimed my altcoin of the day there. We do have a bit more of a greedier measure move that I was talking about there earlier there. So let's weigh that up in terms of percentages there, because if we do see insane progression to the upside and we are in our long positions, we could see this ride, but to be honest, it's highly unlikely at this point in time, right? 63.42% gain there for AR if you were going to be greedy. But as I said, guys, you're not going to make greed's not your friend here. Greed is not your friend, right? But yeah, let's jump down to the shorter term time frames, see if we can get a better gauge. As I was saying here, before I was about to make this video, right, I did put this ascending triangle coming through here on the chart, guys. Very, very good correlative point. You can see there was another breakout scenario. You can see the support to the lower side here. You can see the resistance to the top side there. Horizontal, upward sloping, creating an ascending triangle there. The breakout scenario looking for this could actually run here if we do see us coming inside of this the trap zone that we were talking about on the longer term time frames, right? Because that actually brings us fascinating to the top side of that, correlating very, very well with a nice resistance point there. So yeah, what I would say is actually there's another little long here on the shorter term time frame. Once we clear this zone and get the congruent breakout from around $60.57 there, probably a nice 4-hour candle close there, holding that support up for us, I would be potentially looking for a lovely little long position in terms of a completion of this measure move, around 6.69%. Amazing number coming through there. So yeah, we'll just have to see how that does plan out there. But yeah, that's definitely something I will be looking for the rest of the day, guys, because this is imminently happening here. In terms of the RSI there, I would say near enough getting to that overextended sort of scenario there. And nearly setting some sort of bearish divergence coming through there. So yeah, we just need to keep that in our back pocket and be prepared for that. But in terms of the MACD, we're thriving in this uptrend. We're trying to go a lot higher. We're very, very far away from a bearish crossover as well. So yeah, looking very, very progressive, I would say, there for AR. But yeah, just to summarize, massive breakout on the longer term time frame, and also we've got a minor breakout coming through in terms of a daily swing trade that we could be looking for as well there. But yeah, that's going to be an update today on AR. Now, moving on to my second altcoin of the day today, guys. I see a lot of you guys are itching for me to do some requests, so yeah, I'll just get these done as quick as possible then. 31 likes, amazing stuff there, guys. We're aiming for 45 like target coming through. And guys, if you are new to the stream, I stream every single day, Monday to Friday. Altcoin request show, 3 altcoins of the day that I showcased to you today in terms of potential positions to be looking out for as well. But yeah, massive shout out to SkyDMX in the chat there. What's good, King? What's good, my bro? Hope you're having a good day. Hope you're having a good week. And yeah, I appreciate your support coming through continuously yet again, my guy. And everyone who doesn't know, everyone who doesn't know SkyDMX, he's been supporting me from the absolute get, probably like 4 or 5 months now. So yeah, I do appreciate it, my guy out here. But yeah, moving on to my second altcoin of the day today. This is gonna be big. This is about to go off. It's about to go off. The second altcoin of the day that I've chosen to showcase to you today is going to be a bit of Theta token. The reasoning why I've chosen to showcase this to you, because we're on the imminent side of a breakout. Massive, massive long position coming through here, guys. Humongous levels of resistance along this zone. If we can break this to the upside, it's going to be huge. It's going to be progressive. It's going to be very profitable. Obviously, guys, nothing I say is financial advice. Please go do your own research. Do not enter any trades that I do say on these videos or this stream, just because I'm here to teach you TA, and you need to do your own research before entering any positions. Now, we are on a breakout scenario from a broadening wedge chart pattern coming through on the daily. If we are looking for any sort of measure move to the upside here, we're going to be looking at breakout scenarios, something around the long lines of this. It's going to be huge, guys. It's going to be massive. We do need to weigh up the chances for this to be coming through here. There's obviously minor breakouts coming through as well that's going to support us. It's more of like a double breakout scenario in terms of percentages for this game we could be looking at for the future. It's going to be around 86.36% gain, coming up to all-time high sort of levels there. Really quite progressive, really quite profitable, that we do need to be looking out for there, guys. I really would be looking out for some sort of breakout scenario coming through here on the daily. Looking very good in terms of this uptrend as well. Looking very good. But yeah, that's definitely what we'll be looking out for here on the daily chart there. Moving on to the 4 hour, what I would say is volume is actually very low, trending quite low actually. Looking for breakout scenario on the volume. We're not quite there in terms of being overextended on the RSI, so we do actually have a nice little bit of wiggle room as well to break that massive trend line from, I think it's all-time highs, that trend line, yeah, all-time highs down from there. So yeah, massive wiggle room to break that all-time high trend line, which is obviously going to signify a very nice breakout scenario for us there. And yeah, in terms of the shorter term time frame coming through for the 4 hourly, as you can see, we've got a lovely level of resistance along this top side here, lovely level of resistance, and also a lovely level of support along this lower side as well. And you know what that means, guys? We've got parallel. They're parallel. We've got parallel channel coming through there to the upside, of rising parallel channel, looking for a breakout scenario. In terms of a measure move for this parallel channel breakout scenario that we could be looking for here, it's still going to be really good. It's still going to be really worth it. And it's actually going to congruently measure up with this double breakout zone. Amazing stuff there. We're going to be looking at in terms of a percentage there. Not going to be getting in until we clear this zone. Around 12.79% there. Wow, amazing. And also we've got a volume weighted ATR band that we need to get over to find support on that. If we can find support on that, it's going to be even more evidence for a lovely breakout scenario. So yeah, Theta today, definitely one to watch if we are going to see this breakout scenario coming through. Looking for around a 12.79% there. Really quite good. Obviously, you know the drill, guys. Staggering your take profits all the way up. This is the trading strategy that I use. It's called gridding your take profits. Just basically planning for any sort of reversal coming through there. Because if you hit your first take profit, you take your stop loss and you move your stop loss to your entry point there. Basically minimizes your losses completely. I'm sure a lot of the OGs who are watching this know the drill there. Now, moving on to the hourly chart. Nothing too crazy coming through on the hourly. What I would say is just doing some fresh TA. Right now, we obviously got this pretty strong level of support coming through here. It's actually very messy now. Now there's a lot going on. Let me get rid of the WOD machine coming through there. Yeah, as you can see, guys, we've got a congruent level of support coming through to the lower side here. I would be inclined to draw some sort of trend line coming down like that, but we broke that. Some sort of trend line probably coming down like that, looking for this breakout scenario. So we're on a mini breakout coming through there. And in terms of a measure move completion for that, I would actually say that's pretty much done, right? That's going to be pretty much done. That might actually finish up around there, where we want it for the midterm breakout for that 12.79% there. So yeah, it's gonna be very interesting to see how we do get on there. But yeah, definitely one to watch over the next few hours or so is going to be Theta there, guys. And that's going to be your Theta update today. Now, moving on to my third altcoin of the day, it's going to be AR. Bit of AR coming through. Don't know if you guys are familiar with AR. Oh, it's actually banged it since I did my update. Damn. Well, since I did my prep. Did we do AR? No, we didn't. Did we do AR? Theta, crypto.com, and AR. Maybe. I can't remember, guys. Let me know in the chat, guys, if you can help me out. Did we do AR or did we do crypto.com? Losing the plot a bit here. Crypto.com. I don't think we did crypto.com, right? I don't think we did it. Let me know. Yeah, guys, like target is going to be 45 coming through there. We're literally like, yes, I did AR. Right, okay, so it's crypto.com that's next. Oh, God, yeah. Getting tired. It's all this technical difficulties this morning. And we're going to get to the altcoin requests next in the show, guys. So if you're all itching for your altcoin request, don't worry. I will get to that very shortly. Just while I drink my invisible water. Great stuff. Thank you for letting me know, guys. Do appreciate it. I did have a really pretty bad night's sleep last night. Not good. Because I was up trading till late. Whoops. I'm testing out this new strategy. It's pretty guard mode. But yeah, so I didn't get the best night's sleep. But yeah, let's do a bit of crypto.com and then we're going to do some altcoin requests there, guys. Where are we? The third and final altcoin that I've chosen to showcase to you today is Crypto.com. A bit of crow coming through. We're going to be starting off here on the daily, guys. As you can see, rising parallel channel. Very good. Looking for a very nice breakout scenario coming through here. What I would say, we do have a volume weighted ATR band as volume weighted ATR band at 0.24, 24 cents there. This is something that I would be looking for in terms of a take profit if we are looking for a breakout scenario. To be honest, we're literally on the cusp of a long trade there, so we're actually clearing new highs. I've actually probably missed this over the last hour or so being on stream there. So yeah, pretty annoying. But in terms of a measure move for this position to be looking out for, there's always going to be a pullback, guys. There's always going to be another opportunity to enter there. But yeah, there's definitely a long position to be looking out for here for Crypto.com. Over the last, throughout the next few days or so, this is definitely something I would be looking out for. But definitely, what I would say, guys, is nothing I say is financial advice. Please go do your own research on these trades. I wouldn't just enter them blindly. We're going to be looking at around a 24% gain for this if we are going to be entering. Actually, probably a little bit less, actually. We're going to be entering around here, probably around an 18.7% gain there in terms of a swing position there for a breakout for Crypto.com. We're literally in the cusp of a breakout, looking pretty good. But as you can see here, guys, we do have multiple reversal levels in terms of trend lines coming through there. So what we're going to do, we're basically going to be plotting some trap zones, right? We're going to plot in some trap zones on a parallel scale. That's actually works out perfectly in terms of the completion of the measure move, but just in case we do actually bang it up to this level first, we're not going to be completing that measure move just as of yet, guys. So this is going to be acting as a take profit point for us. In terms of a take profit point, I'm pressing the wrong button. In terms of a what is happening here? It's that one, isn't it? In terms of a take profit point for us there, guys, I'm going to be banging in horizontal, and that's going to be sat around 0.2629. And also, as I said at the start of the stream there, guys, we do have the volume weighted ATR band, banging it there with a horizontal as well at 0.2459. So that's going to be another take profit for us to be looking out for. And then also from there, I probably might even set one before that, maybe at 2381 and take 25% there, just because you can see we actually reverse very, very thinly in these zones, right? Very, very fast. So there's not really that much to go on in terms of correlative points yet. But yeah, interesting stuff. And you can see how that does line up very, very well with that volume weighted ATR band there. So yeah, definitely a take profit point there. But yeah, you know the drill, guys. Stagger your take profits all the way up. Otherwise, you're gonna get wrecked. No, it basically prepares you for any sort of reversal in the price there. But yeah, that's what I want to say about Crypto.com on the daily, and that's why it's claimed my altcoin of the day. Let's move down a time frame coming through to the 4 hourly, just because we cleared the volume weighted ATR band. We know how progressive that is in terms of an uptrend if we can clear that, because we know how strong the resistance can be from that zone. You can see we've actually banged it up from there. Very nice progression. So yeah, we could be looking at a very nice spike here on the 4 hourly. Very nice indeed. What I would say is we do have a mini parallel channel coming through there. We were looking for a nice breakout from that, but what I would say is we actually started banging it just as I was just as I started streaming there. So yeah, pretty unfortunate. But yeah, as you can see, guys, mass levels of support to the lower side here. Very, very good indeed. Mass levels of resistance to the top side there. So yeah, if we are going to come back down and we are going to lose this zone at around 21 cents, I would actually expect us to actually be coming down from that zone. But in terms of a breakout scenario that you are looking for right now, it is actually pretty big in terms of in terms of a measure move, right? For a nice swing position here for like a nice day trade to come through there. Nothing too crazy, nothing too big, and you're near enough there actually. You're near enough to seeing the completion of the measure move. As you know the drill, guys. Staggering the tape profits all the way up and looking around 11%, 11.25%. Currently up around 7.61% for the day there. So yeah, we've still got a little bit of way to go there, but yeah, if you are looking for a nice little potential scalp position coming through there, we could be looking at around a nice 3.5% gain there for the completion of that measure move. But yeah, stop loss, it would have to be very, very tight indeed. And you are in the mix of a completion of the measure move anyway. So yeah, it's not the in terms of risk reward, it's not the best situation in the world, but still definitely something to be looking out for there. But yeah, let me that's pretty much it. That's gonna be it from me in terms of crypto.com and altcoins of the day today, guys. And then we're going to be moving through to the altcoin request. But you can see we're actually really breaking this high coming through there. So yeah, really not too bad. And the volume weighted ATR band on the hourly as well is going to be holding us up as a level of support. So yeah, really quite good for crypto.com. Definitely one to watch today, guys. And that is why I claim my one of my altcoins of the day. Yeah, so let's move on. Let's move on coming through to the altcoin request part of the show, guys. And this is where you guys bang your altcoin requests in the chat, and we do some live TA coming through. I'm just going to do some shout-outs because I see you're all coming through. And I'm going to do, my first altcoin request is going to be FTM. FTM, and it's going to be for Luffy, because Luffy has been hanging around for so long, right? FTM. Literally from the start of the stream requesting this, so yeah, I'm going to do that for you there. Don't you sweat it. Don't you sweat it. But yeah, I do appreciate you sticking around for so long and letting me get my altcoin request of the day out. Not altcoin request of the day. My altcoin of the day. Altcoins of the day. Can't even speak this morning. It's been a long morning. Oh, goodness me. Yeah, shout-outs coming through there. We got nice to see on the stream they're going. We've got Des Luke. We've got 7. We've got 2 7s in the chat there. We've got Scrooge McD, cool stuff. Rodrigo, Nathaniel. We've got Diego coming through. I haven't seen you in a minute, Diego. Hope you're having a good day and a good time, my guy. And hope your trade's going well. Some random guy coming through saying Luna, please. We've got a couple of requests coming through. So yeah, guys, smash your altcoin requests in the chat, and we will get to them ASAP, Rocky, as soon as possible. But we're going to be starting off with Phantom, I think. Let's see what's good coming through for Phantom. Get rid of that ugly mess. And zoom out a bit on here. Here, brother. Interesting. Interesting. I'm here to give you an update today on Phantom. As you can see here, guys, we have got a big, pretty huge rising wedge chart pattern. Are we all-time highing it? I do believe we are. We're all-time highing it at this point in time. Pretty crazy stuff indeed in terms of a breakout from this rising wedge chart pattern. We are potentially looking at something really quite big here for Phantom. I mean, to be honest with you, rising wedges, usually they break to the downside. But if we are going to be going on this previous uptrend coming through here, we're probably looking at price targets of around... They are going to be fairly high, to be honest. Price targets of around $4.07. That's still a humongous gain to where we are now. If we are looking for a nice retest of this rising wedge pattern for FTM there, this is going to be the measure move that we are going to be looking for. This is going to be the price prediction in terms of percentages there. It's going to be around a 67.95% gain there. Pretty crazy stuff indeed there if this is going to come into fruition there. But what I would say before that is we do have the 21 moving average coming through as well. We do have, we have just lost the 10 simple, I'm afraid there, guys, the 10 SMA. But we're above all major moving averages in general. The 55 is below us. We've got the volume weighted ATR bands quite low. The 200 EMA is nowhere to be seen at this point in time, guys. So yeah, it's looking pretty bullish, pretty progressive. Very nice uptrend at this time here. We do also have, unfortunately, a rising wedge chart pattern in the minx of this breakout right now. And yes, they tend to usually break to the downside. So if we are going to be looking at any sort of breakouts to the downside right now for FTM, it could be something along the lines of this. And when I say something along the lines of this, I mean price targets of around $2.21 there. In terms of percentages there, we could be looking at something around along the lines of 22% to the downside. But what I would say here, guys, there's multiple levels of support. There's multiple reversal points to be actually thinking about. The first one that is just jumping out at me is going to be these higher low scenarios. We have come down once. We've tested it. We have actually banged it up from there. So yeah, we do know there's going to be support at this $2.56 there. So yeah, that's definitely going to be a bounce point to be looking out for. And also this 21 moving average as well. So yeah, this is another reason why with measure moves like this, guys, with measure moves like this, we do need to be stagger and take profits just because there's multiple reversal levels to be thinking about there. And when we see these multiple reversal levels coming through, we want to be taking profit, right? Why wouldn't we? We want to be taking profit. So yeah, this could be a definite bounce point to be looking out for Phantom. But yeah, if we are going to be looking for the completion of the measure move here, we could be looking at prices of the lower side of around $2.21 there. Moving through down to let's jump to the daily, actually. Let's jump back to the daily, because if we do actually bounce perfectly off this $2.56, then that could actually be a very, very congruent point for this massive long position here on the daily chart, around 67.95% there. In terms of take profits along the way of that, we've definitely got one there and definitely got one there. And also all-time high levels. We know about the all-time high levels, guys. Another one there as well. And once we clear that all-time high, we're on the fence from there, guys. We just need to be thinking like, right, we could see some serious reversals coming through there very, very fast. All-time high levels. A lot of people do sell off. So yeah, it's definitely a point to be watching. Stagger and take profits all the way up if we are going to be entering any sort of long position coming through there. Now, moving back through to the 4-hourly chart, because as you can see, we are seeing quite a strong downtrend. But yeah, same sort of scenario coming through is going to be this horizontal that we were looking for just there. We could actually bang another one in there in terms of candle body closes here coming through on the 4-hourly. You can see the resistance from the zone. You can see the support from this zone. You can see the support that we are forming, And when you see a candle like this, guys, massive wick to the lower side, and then the buyback in the same 4-hour period, and this is why we get these wicks created. This is a very bullish sign there for Phantom, because we've dumped like 12% there, but we've still retraced all the way back, near enough back to open for that candle there. So yeah, definitely very progressive to be looking out for there in terms of a bounce point. It is going to be this 2.62 or that 2.56 there to be looking out for. Granted, below all major moving average, we have broke that to the lower side. It does indicate lower prices here, but you can see the level of support that we are looking for there. So yeah, not too bad at the end of the world. But I would say also we've probably got another pretty major trend line to get over here. So this is going to be the breakout scenario to be looking out for, and it's going to congruently, I keep saying that, it is going to be correlative, that's the one. It's going to be correlative with these moving averages as well. So if we can get the momentum to the upside from there, there is going to be a breakout scenario coming through, and then you can be toying with the idea of getting over this $2.89 there in terms of the most recent lower high on the 4-hourly there. So yeah, interesting stuff coming through there for Phantom. Definitely a couple of positions to be looking out for there for the future, but obviously nothing I say is financial advice, guys. But yeah, that's going to be your Phantom update today, guys. Now, moving on. Let me have a little look at the chat there. We got Oscar coming through there. Nice to see you on the stream there, Oscar. We got Wiz Wheel, always here when able. Thank you, my good sir, to appreciate. Quick, fake a mic problem. Should we do a bit of algo, guys? Do we have any whales in here? Nox GT. There's a whale. I know there's a whale in here. I know there's a whale in here. Can't say anymore, but yes. Let me have a little look at the chat there. What did I say I was going to do next? Algo, wasn't it? It was algo. Let's do a bit of algo. Algorand. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, Algorand. That's just a clean example of a bull flag not playing out, guys. They don't always plan out. They don't always play out. It's a nice breakout scenario from this zone, definitely. Right. Let's get to it. This is here. I'm here to give you your daily update here on Algorand, guys. As you can see, we do have a massive trend line coming down from all-time highs coming through. It's sat at around around $2.55 there. You can see the progression from the downside from there. You can see the momentum, the resistance that we actually found along this zone quite congruent. It was quite a lot, right? There was a lot of resistance from this zone all the way down continuously until we did finally get that break, and the break was inside of this parallel channel range that we are currently staying in. We're currently in that at this point in time. You can see the resistance to the top side. In terms of a resistance breakout scenario for the future, it is going to be $2.11 there for that momentum. And if we are looking for any sort of measure move like potential long position to be looking out for there, guys, we could be looking at something along the lines of this. Now, obviously, that is going to be quite ambitious. It's going to be bringing us up to all-time high sort of levels there. And also, speculatively speaking, guys, it's obviously going to be happening in the future. We don't know where we're going to break. We don't know how big the breakout's going to be. But what I would say there, it's going to be around a 21.19%. So, yeah, potentially pretty good indeed if we can get into that long position. But, hey, let's just take a step back because we are a parallel channel here. We can break either side there. So we definitely need to weigh up the possibilities for a breakout to the downside there if Algorand is not going to be supporting itself there. And we are going to see any sort of crash in crypto coming through there. But to be honest with you guys, it's pretty unlikely considering the state of the markets at the moment. I would expect if we are going to pull back as an altcoin here, we're probably going to come back down to this $1.65, and then you can see the support, the congruent support from this zone. We're likely to hold it, guys. We're unlikely to break it. But just for all reasons aside, let's do a measure move, and we'll do a percentage target there, 26.39% there to the downside there, and it's going to be around a 1.20 there. Obviously, this is going to be meaning that if we have an insane crypto crash to the downside there. But yeah, that's going to be the measure moves. That's going to be the trades for the future there for the daily. Let me jump to the 4 hourly because we are pretty stagnant at this time, guys. Really quite stagnant. We could be actually looks very much like the same as the other one there. But let me jump to I keep saying jump to, right? Massive trend line coming through here. What I would say, another trend line coming through from this high coming through there. So we could be looking at potentially a nice symmetrical triangle chart pattern because you can see the resistance from this zone. You can see the levels of support from this zone. You've got a lower low there. You've got a higher high there. You've got a lower high. You've got higher lows. And that obviously means symmetrical triangle chart pattern being formed there, guys. Now, that obviously means there's potential for a breakout scenario, right? The breakout scenario is going to be either to the top side here, and that's going to be around $2.04 there, or a breakout to the lower side there. And as I said, if we break out to the lower side or the top side, there's going to be huge take profit points at that massive range that we were talking about on the daily there. And that's going to be price targets around $2.11 there, and also to the lower side about $1.64 there. So yeah, we'll just have to see how that goes. But yeah, in terms of obviously, it's not going to be happening overnight, guys. We're nowhere near either side of these breakout zones there. So yeah, let's jump down to the smaller term time frame, see if we can get any sort of smaller scalpy positions coming through there for you, your scalpers out there, for you guys to do some research on there. I would say we do have a pretty strong trend line coming down like so, right? And that is potentially forming some sort of symmetrical triangle yet again there. Interesting stuff there. I would be sticking to this trend line because it's more valid on the bigger term time frames there, but I would like to draw something in like that. But then what we can do, we can basically use this zone here, guys, as what we call a trap zone. So this is what we call a no trade zone. A no trade zone coming through there. So if we are going to break to the downside there, we don't want to be involved here. We really don't want to be involved here because if we are going to be short in this zone, you can see how easily we can actually just bang it up in terms of these traps coming through there. And we're not about that. We're here to make money. So if we're looking for a shorter term breakout for Algorand there, this is what I would be looking for in terms of a measure move from this symmetrical triangle. I would be waiting until we clear this previous high here, and that's going to be sat around this $1.89. If the momentum is going to be going crazy, we could be getting in at this $1.8780 there, but then having the previous high, as I was just saying here, this high here, as our first take profit point, right? As our first take profit point, and then stop loss to entry, you know the score. Just to minimize those losses completely, because if you do get stopped out in terms of a reversal, hey, it's going to be a profitable trade at the end of the day, as the premium scout package members know. In terms of percentage gain for this, we're still not the worst thing in the world, around a 3.11% there for Algorand. So yeah, definitely something to be looking out for the day there. Interesting stuff there in terms of a nice little scout position, but that is going to be your up and plenty of room as well on the RSI is what I would say. Plenty of room to move on the RSI as well in terms of upwards momentum, even though we have had a nice little pump this morning. But yeah, that's going to be your Algorand update for the day. Now, let me jump to the chat quickly, guys, and we'll see what's next. What's next? I pick up a check and I flex. What's Bitcoin doing? 63,200. Yeah, it's kind of just gone stagnant since that huge pump there. Simon says apparently there's big news coming out next month about Algo, worth keeping an eye on. Interesting stuff there, man. Hopefully we can make that money, and hopefully it falls in line with those breakout scenarios that we were just talking about there. Have you covered Ethereum yet, says LR? No, I haven't actually. Should we have a look at Ethereum? We all-time high in it. Yeah, so Ethereum right now, guys, pretty crazy stuff. What I would say is we know the score, massive cup and handle. Usually most of the charts coming through there, guys, means bullish momentum to the upside. We are seeing that at this point in time. We're seeing quite a nice uptrend is what I would say there. Really good uptrend, really healthy, nice amount of pullbacks coming through there. Nothing too crazy there. And if you have been, I've been in Ethereum long for God knows how long now, right? Been in Ethereum long for so long. But I've noticed we are having like quite strong pullbacks, right? And the pullbacks are like, yeah, it's fine. We're at all-time highs. As I say, guys, all-time high rule. When we do see the all-time highs coming through there, we need to take into consideration the 80% rule, right? The 80% of the time we usually come back to previous all-time highs. So yeah, it's definitely something to be looking out for the future. In terms of the 4-hour chart coming through for Ethereum right now, is we do obviously have that massive trend line, which we're currently trying to get there. And it's, to be honest, I would actually expect some resistance coming through from this 4,521 there, because you can see we got the volume weighted ATR band coming through on the 4 hourly. You see this is very, very strong, very strong in terms of resistance there. Bang, 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 bang. Very strong. So yeah, definitely something to be and it does correlate very well with this this upward sloping support line as well there, which we're potentially finding resistance off as well there. So yeah, hopefully we can break this zone, but to be honest, it is looking like we're probably going to pull back down from this volume weighted ATR band from around that 4,511 sort of zone there. So yeah, definitely something to be looking out for there if you are going to be in any sort of Ethereum position coming through there. And what I would say for the Ultra Package members, keep your eyes peeled, because Ethereum's looking like some sort of trade coming through today. So yeah, just be ready for that. Yeah, it's going to be pretty much Ethereum covered. I'm going to jump down to smaller term time frames, guys, just quickly, just to see if we can see some sort of curl over coming through and get some sort of example coming through for what I think, I can't remember who said it was, but it was the take profit points when you're at all-time highs there, because obviously all-time highs now for Ethereum. If you are in any sort of trade there, if we were to lose this this higher low here at around this 4,433 there, if we're going to be losing this zone, guys, this is going to be a take profit point when you're at all-time highs, just because you basically, when you clear this zone, it basically means you're coming down further, right? It basically means you're invalidating a higher low there. So yeah, that's the strategy that I would be using here on the all-time high there for Ethereum coming through. Let me jump to SNX for Rodrigo. SNX. I'm pretty hungry. I've only had a banana this morning for breakfast, and it's like 11 o'clock now, so it's not good. Hungry man. And I see the mods getting to work. Love it. Thank you very much. Do appreciate it out here. Obviously, it's pretty hard to do the modding stuff while streaming. Michael Allen says, "Hey Chester, hi Chester. Have you done Matic yet? I have it breaking out of an ascending channel. Yeah, I like that. I like the idea of that. That sounds pretty good." Simon says, "Have a look at Dot Dash. I'm trying to buy some." Just having some problems with PancakeSwap at the moment. Interesting. 44 likes, 44 viewers. Insane, guys. 1 like away from the like target. Amazing stuff there coming through. Should we have a look at the subscribers? Because we didn't do a subscriber target, just because we hit 1,900 yesterday, guys. Unreal progression coming through there. Really do appreciate it. We're probably going to be going for around 2,000 by 2,000 subs, I'd say, by the end of November. I think that's pretty achievable. Still unreal, right? 2K subs. Unreal. So do appreciate the support coming through there for the channel. Let's do a bit of SNX coming through. I'm here to give you an update here on SNX. As you can see, guys, from all-time highs coming through from before, I would be inclined to draw some pretty strong trend lines coming down from that point there, because you can see the resistance that we did actually find there back in May, obviously the May insane crypto crash. But what does this tell us? It actually tells us we've got very, very, very strong points to be looking out for there in the future if we can actually see any sort of progression to the upside. I know it's going to be insane percentages to even get there, around 50% there, but yeah, we can definitely weigh up some possibilities going into this video coming through here. As you can see there, guys, we do have a low point coming through in June. Quite interesting as well, actually, because yeah, it's very, very low indeed, and you can see we actually saw a massive spike up in the price from that, and to be honest, it's actually looking pretty bullish from there. And the reasoning why I say that is because we do have a nice higher low coming through from here. We got a nice high, and then we come down, we set a higher low, and then progression, we break that high yet again. Very nice indeed. Nice retracement again in terms of September, obviously September crash. Another high low getting set, guys. This is very, very progressive, very bullish coming through. Very, very nice indeed. And what I would say is ascending triangle chart pattern is on the cards, right? And when I say it's on the cards, I mean it's on the cusp. We're waiting, ready and waiting coming through there. But what I would say, we do have a grey box zone coming through there. And when I say ascending triangle, guys, for your newer traders out there, we've got a nice massive horizontal coming through here. Nice massive horizontal coming through here. Nice upward sloping support line forming an ascending triangle, guys. When we have an ascending triangle, we're looking for some sort of breakout scenario to the upside, potentially to the downside. Ascending triangles usually break to the downside, but we are at the bottom of a downtrend there. So yeah, we could be breaking to the downside as well. We're doing to weigh up those scenarios there. Interesting stuff. What I would say is measure move to be looking out for is probably going to be around something along the lines of this, guys. We are going to be potentially moving it like that, and this is going to be price targets there for a nice long position. What I would say also is we do have a massive downward sloping resistance line from the all-time high, as discussed at the start of the video here, guys, but we're still looking around at 33.54% there. Definite take profit points. First one is going to be around around 6, we'll say 6% for simplicity's sake, 6%. Next one is going to be around 12%. Next one is going to be around 16%, and then another one there around 31%, riding it to the completion of the measure move around 33, near enough 34% there. So yeah, definitely something to be looking out for there on SNX. Moving on to the shorter term timeframes there, we're going to be moving on to the 4 hourly, see if we can get any sort of gauge on what's happening here. And I would say this, we've got very, very strong horizontal levels on this coin just in general, right? Very, very strong horizontal, and that's going to be there. Actually, you're really sat in this range, guys. You've really been sat in this range for quite a while with quite a few trap zones as well. Quite a few trap zones to be looking out for as well. Definitely one there. And also, I would be banging another one there as well. These trap zones are a no trade zone. So if we are looking for any sort of measure move coming through from here, guys, we could be looking at something along the lines of, probably not that, right? Something along the lines of this, going on the most recent uptrend, top to bottom inside of that range, guys. And that's going to be something along the lines of this. This is what we are going to be looking for a nice breakout scenario there. And the closer that we do get to this upward sloping resistance line from that ascending triangle there on the longer term time frame, the closer that we are going to be getting to a nice breakout scenario of this range. And when I say range, guys, you can see we do have multiple levels of resistance along this zone, multiple levels of support along this zone here, creating a lovely range point inside this area, right? A lovely range point inside this area, and basically just a sideways range that we are seeing there. But yeah, breakout scenario to be looking out for there in terms of percentages could be around a nice, oh, that's the wrong one, could be looking at around a nice 15.64% there. Very good stuff indeed. If we're going to break out to the lower side there, it's going to be looking pretty bad. And the reason for that is, guys, it's because we're going to have the massive breakout from that ascending triangle as well, and also a symmetrical triangle there on the macro scale. So yeah, not good. Hopefully we don't do that. But if we do that, then goodbye SNX. No, to be honest, it's not looking too bad in terms of a breakout to the upside. Is a lot more likely as what I would say there. But yeah, that, to be honest, I would say even on the hourly here for you scalpers, you do have a nice horizontal there, and also I would say a massive trend line coming through like so, right? Creating another ascending triangle. So there could be a miniature breakout on the smaller scale here, probably something along the lines of this, but yeah, to be honest, there's too much really going on for me to really be going for that. I would really be just focusing on this 4 hourly, 15.64%. But yeah, that's going to be your update there for SNX. It does look bullish overall. Overall. Let me jump to something else there. Roger's here saying, what up, Chester, my man? Nice to see you on the stream, my guy. Ashley wants a bit of dot, so we'll do a bit of dot. Might just have to run to the loo, guys. I'm bursting. So this vitamin water, right? Yeah, I'm going to shoot to the loo, and I will be back ever so quickly, guys. I really won't be very long at all. We just hit 50 likes. Unreal, guys. Amazing stuff there. A bit of juicy emojis coming through there for Simon. But yeah, it won't be too long, guys. But yeah, peace out. I'll be back in a second. Keeping it juicy. Hi guys, and welcome back to Crypto Chester. Thank you ever so much for staying around. Been to the loo now. I'm back. We're ready to do some more cold hard TA for you guys out here. Appreciate the ones who stuck, who stuck around. I think we lost like maybe like 5 or 6 viewers. But yeah, so all good. Let me do some TA for you guys. So get your altcoin requests in the chat, and we'll get to them as soon as physically possible. Gonna do probably a bit on Polkadot, actually. Probably going to do a bit on Polkadot, but I just need to get rid of some of this old TA because it's very, there's a lot going on here. A lot going on. On the hourly chart, that's why it's a bit mad. Yeah, I hope you're all having a fantastic day. Tuesday today? What are we, 9th of... Not the 9th. It's the 2nd of November. 9 degrees in England. And Dot seems to be boarding the rocket, as you can see here. Very good. Which exchange is it on? I think you're talking as amongst this community. That was a super fast... No, sir, it was not. So yeah, let's do a bit of DOT. As you can see, guys, we've got a falling wedge chart pattern coming through for DOT. We were looking for a nice measurement of completion of around 69% there. Really good stuff indeed. Very nice trade coming through there. So yeah, well done to anyone who is still involved with this. Staggering take profits all the way up. You know the score. Looking for a price target of around $61.47. I think it's actually really achievable there for DOT. And yeah, I did do a video on this quite a while ago, probably a few weeks ago, saying we are due this humongous breakout, guys. And to be honest, we have seen this actually come to fruition now. So yeah, making that paper, making that cold hard cash, as Skizzy says, they're very good indeed. Just remember, guys, to be taking profit all the way up as we go there. Yeah, very good, very good indeed for DOT, and looking very progressive, very bullish. I would say even this uptrend in general, we have seen a nice pullback and continuation, consolidation, base camp 1 resting there, and now we're looking for a bit of base camp 2. So yeah, hopefully once we get to probably around 55, 58 sort of dollars there, then we can actually see a nice bit of consolidation for a little while, maybe for probably like 5-6 days here for it to be nice and healthy, and then we can go for the Mount Everest peak there. So yeah, hopefully we'll see how that blends out. I can hear myself, not hear myself enough, shouting at the microphone again. 51 likes, guys. You guys are killing it. We smashed through the like target, and subscribers coming through there, 1,908 there. Unreal, guys. Unreal. Bitcoin right now is actually yeah, a little bit of a cheeky pullback on the 5 minute here, but as you can see, guys, didn't invalidate any really major low, high or low there. So yeah, we are looking at a nice progression. We move back up to this point here around 63,400 there. Oh, big yawns. Now let me do some more requests coming through. We'll do a request for NX. Big shout out to NX. 2 months. OG member coming through there. TLM, please. GG. Come on. Say nada, my brother. TLM, right? What an interesting coin. There's some fresh TA on this bad boy. This looks like something I want to get involved with. Because what you see here, people, is a very, very, very nice trend line. Yes. Not the newest coin in the world, obviously only since April, but let's get some price targets coming through. Right. I'm here to give you an update on TLM coming through. We're going to be starting off on the daily, guys. As you can see, we do have a very, 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 very strong trend line coming down from this previous highs. Obviously, this launch coming through all-time high around $5.91. Not really going to count that just because you can see the manipulation, the progression to the downside from there. Obviously, humongous downtrends from there, guys. So what we're going to be counting is going to be this main reversal, this main lower high point from there. You can see this trend line that we have got coming through from here. Very strong indeed in terms of resistance, right? Very, very strong. And also to the lower side here, the absolute lowest low point that we got to from there. We've got higher low here, we've got higher low here, and higher low here. These two higher lows here have actually created a very, very nice trend line coming through, which is obviously creating us a very big, strong symmetrical triangle, guys. A very big, strong symmetrical triangle, and that's obviously meaning that we're looking for some sort of breakout scenario there, which could be, by the looks of it, happening over the next few days or so. This could be huge, guys. And when I say huge, I mean a big percentage of around 34% there. Pretty crazy. Near enough 35, near enough 36% there for TLN to be looking out for the future. What I would say there, you can see these wicks. They're not your friend, right? They're not your friend. They're definitely going to be take profit points to be looking out for there. Definitely going to be take profit points to be looking out for there. And you can see we've actually seen that actually come into fruition before on the top side. Definitely a massive trap zone to be taking care while basically being in a trade. If you are going to be in a trade in this zone, still very, very risky indeed, but that's why you want to be just taking more profit as you go. Now, in terms of momentum for the downside, if we do see actually resistance play out here, we were above all major moving averages here on the daily, so it's not really the end of the world. But what I would say is if we did lose that, we're still going to be we've still got this massive level of support from this giant symmetrical triangle, right? So yeah, this is definitely going to be a level of support, probably sat around that 21 cents there. But if you do lose that, guys, what I would say, potential for a move to the downside. When I say move to the downside, pretty ugly, pretty bad. Probably nothing like that, but we're probably going to go on the most recent downtrend, which will be from the top here to the bottom, and that's obviously going to be meaning it's going to be pretty big, annoyingly invalidating some really crucial higher lows there. But in terms of price targets for that, to be honest, guys, I really don't think we're going to be getting down to this sort of area just because of the state of crypto at the moment and the way that everything's progressing up there. But let's just run through the scenario, right? 44 to 41.88% to the downside. If we are going to break down there, there's going to be a short position to be looking out for. Moving on to the 4 hourly, let's jump down to the 4 hour time frame, see if we can get any sort of bit of a better gauge on what is happening there. What I would say, potential for ascending triangle at the top of an uptrend there, so really not too bad. Let me get rid of the WOD machine just for a second there, and we'll draw that in. As you can see there, guys, upward sloping support line. We've got a very strong horizontal point coming through here, and that is creating, you guessed it, yes, an ascending triangle looking like so there. Potential for a breakout scenario to the upside there. Usually we do breakouts to the upside, so that's definitely something to be looking out for there. In terms of measure moves, moving average, in terms of moving averages right here, we're above all major moving averages. We're really quite far away from each other in terms of not having called up moving averages. And we know when we have called up moving averages, guys, we have a break in the price. No called up moving average, not really that congruent for a break in the price. So we probably might even see some resistance playing out here, probably down to the 10 simple or also the 21 EMA there as well. We do have the volume weighted ATR band, which is acting as a pretty heavy level of resistance as well, correlating very strongly with that trend line from the all-time, not the all-time high, from that first lower high that we did see here on the what was it? on the daily chart there, right? And TLM is it Alien Worlds coin? Oh, okay, interesting. Because that's obviously an NFT coin, guys, an NFT game, and we know the NFT games they're looking pretty progressive at the moment in terms of growth, right? Cough cough axie. So yeah, hopefully we can see a nice bit of growth here for TLM, but definitely a breakout scenario to be looking out for the future there. But yeah, for now that is going to be your TLM update. Few breakouts to be looking out for the future. Obviously, nothing says financial advice, guys. You know the score. Niroja wants Polymath. Interesting. Kev wants a bit of AVAX. Renner from Kev as well. What's your opinion on Sand? To be honest, I don't know the fundamentals behind Sand, but and your message is gone. Bit of Polymath there for Niroj, if that's how you say it. Apologies if not. What an interesting chart. I'm here to give you an update here on Polymath. This is very interesting just because obviously we've got all-time highs coming through here on the Binance chart. What I would say is we've definitely got some sort of trend line coming down from there. You can see the correlative response that we had from this in terms of resistance there, guys, multiple times. And we're actually sat right on the cusp of a potential breakout scenario. Very, very interesting stuff coming through there. If we are going to be drawing any sort of trend line, it will be from that low point there. It's going to be a symmetrical triangle there, guys. We're going to be looking at some sort of measure move to the upside. The measure move that I would be looking for here is going to be something along the lines of this. Potential for a pretty big, juicy long, actually. It's going to actually be really quite big because we are here on the daily. What I would say, it's going to be around something along the lines of this. Price target of around, price prediction of around 0.79 cents there. We could be looking at something along the lines of around a 14.84% gain there. Definitely something to be looking out for the future there. Interesting stuff there. What I would say is let's jump down to the smaller term time frame because obviously this is quite a new coin. There's not that much to go on. And the wicks are pretty crazy here. Not the nicest thing to see here because you can just see when we're seeing a nice pump in the price, you're actually getting those sell-offs. Actually, they're very, very aggressive, right? The sell-offs are really aggressive and you can see this here. Vice versa, bit of a buyback coming through, but that was obviously October dump coming through there. So yeah, nothing too crazy. But I would just say you can see these sell-offs are actually really, really quite strong. So any sort of long position coming through here, you want to be more vigilant with your take profits because you could easily get sold into very, very, very strongly. So you want to have these take profits set up as limit orders there and just be staggering those take profits as you go there because these zones, they seem to be very, very, very reactive, right? I'd say one there at 75, another one there at 76 there, and also another one there at 78. So I would literally just be staggering limit orders continuously if I was in any sort of long position here, just preparing for any sort of reversal in the price because you can see it's really, really quite aggressive to the downside in terms of selling momentum there, guys. In terms of the 1 hour chart, we are kind of just sat in this range. You can see we've got this range coming through here, parallel, looking for some sort of breakout to the upside or the downside. But you can see we're just fizzling out in this sideways momentum. Very, very coiled up moving average here on the hourly, so we could be looking at some sort of breakout. But yeah, same sort of scenario I would say here. Just be prepared for sell-offs, guys. You can see how crazy these wicks are, and these are literally like in the space of no time at all. You can see this is a 15-minute candle, guys. So this basically means when you're seeing a pump like this, it's either insane manipulation or you're seeing a nice healthy pump and then someone's got a massive limit order to sell off a load of coins. And that's obviously bringing the price right back down. And then the retail people are getting involved yet again there. So yeah, just be very cautious with this coin. But yeah, for now, that is going to be your update and breakout scenarios to be looking out for on Polymath. Interesting ones there. Bit of Polymath. Sand is a metaverse. Interesting. Yeah, to be honest, guys, I didn't watch the Zuckerberg Facebook rebranding thing. I really should have watched it. I completely missed it. Very annoying. I do need to catch up on it. I just haven't had time because I really do want to learn about this, the metaverse and stuff like that. But to be honest, I did some research on it like when they first announced it, and this isn't the first announcement that they did. It was they announced it like maybe like 4 or 5 months ago that they were doing this. And they said the target is going to be over the next 5 years. So I'd like to know the new target because it seems to be quite progressive at this point in time. But yeah, definitely something for me to do some research on myself because I'm thinking I'm going to be very, very heavily invested in the metaverse in the future. Not in terms of using it as a gaming platform for myself or anything like that, but just from a business entrepreneurial standpoint, I think there's some seriously big business opportunities going forward inside that verse, just because the possibilities are in a sense endless, right? I don't want to sound cliche, but they are really quite endless. Because if you think like Grand Theft Auto, you can create anything inside of that zone, that area, like a business and stuff like that. So if you've got the power to do that, then money, cold hard cash, right? 54 likes as well, guys. Unreal, amazing stuff. 1 hour and 21 minutes. It's probably gonna make this a last request, guys, and then gonna call it a day. It might do a little bit of vet as well, but this is Sand here for a lot of everyone requesting it, because it's obviously the metaverse coin coming through, and obviously these have been doing pretty well recently. This is obviously yesterday, right? No, a couple of days ago. Let's start off on the daily, guys. Oh, hello, Mount Everest. How are you? Haven't climbed you in a while. Oh, funny. So yeah, what I would say here, guys, is this is interesting, very interesting. Let me just just jumped into the weekly actually.